Hi and welcome to Normski TV, another transfer daily, looking at all things Arsenal. And first of all, just want to talk about a particular player that looks like he's on his way out, and that's Mr. Ainsley Maitland-Niles himself. It's been reported by Sky that that Wolves are in advanced negotiations with Ainsley and his representatives in Arsenal. And yeah, it looks like the first of many sales to leave Arsenal, and he's one that looks like he's going to be the first. I mean, Arsenal do need the funds, and they've identified Ainsley Maitland-Niles as one of the assets that they have to sell in order for them to generate funds to go out for their transfer targets. You know, he's been a great player for Arsenal in the sense of his versatility. You know, he's been with Arsenal from the age of, I think, 9. Quote me if I'm wrong. And, you know, he's played, obviously, mainly in that midfield area. I know when he played for like the under-20s, under-17s, under-15s, you name it, he's always seemed to have played in that midfield area. And then when there was some injuries to, under Wenger, injuries to our left-back at the time, he came in and filled in that area. And, you know, he seemed to have sort of taken to it quite well. Then when Emery came, you know, Emery played him there as well, and seemed to do quite well. But he was kind of in and out of the team. And then under Arteta, especially in the latter part, you know, he's really come really well under Arteta in terms of playing in that left back or right wing back position, and also in midfield. Done really well under him. It seemed as if Arteta didn't want to lose him. And then the rumours came out that he was potentially one of the players to be up for sale. You know, we heard Spurs were looking at him, and then we was hearing that they were preparing a £20 million bid for him. I'm glad that didn't happen. But here we have it. Newcastle were also involved. But here we have it now that Wolves are closing in on signing of Mr. Niles himself. And they're saying that agreements are still need to be finalised on the transfer and personal terms. But the deal is on course to be completed this week. And that's from David Alstein is reporting that on his Twitter feed. As I said, he's a versatile 22-year-old player, and you know, Sky, you know, reporting that there's a possibility that the price tag can be something around about 20 million, but it's not confirmed yet. But that seems to be the figure that seems to be muted. Now, you know, we need the money. You know, Maitland-Niles, as I said, you know. You know, he's a versatile player. I know, you know, he had said that he'll play anywhere, you know, for the managers, but, you know, he has ambitions to play in that midfield area. Now, I know he's going to Wolves, and I know there was talk that Nuno was going to play him in that right wing-back position because they've got an injury in that area. So, you know, it is what it is. You know, he is being a real good servant to the club. And if he goes, he's going to be greatly missed, because I felt that he could have really done well under Mikel. As I said, because he's such a good, versatile player, playing anywhere, you know, in that right back, left back, or in the right midfield or central midfield. You know, if we had any injuries, then he could come in. But it seems as if, you know, he wants to, you know, have more playing time, and I get it. You know, he's 22 years old, and he needs to kind of, you know, get his foot firmly in if he wants to be an established player. So it seems as if this is where we say goodbye to Ainsley Maitland-Niles. So look out for this as it you know, continues to go on throughout the week, and I'm sure at some point we will hear that Ainsley Maitland-Niles has signed for Wolves. being a good servant for us, and you know, wish you all the best if it all goes through. And listen, if we end up playing you, listen, mate, please don't have your best game against us, but we'll wait and see. But nevertheless, you know, go out and do your business, and you know, just work hard at it. You've been working hard, you've done well, and we wish you all the best. Now let's get on to Gabriel. You know, he's now in England. He's now flown to England now. He's not in France now. He's in England. He's at the London Colney training ground, going for his medical. And according to Charles Watts, who's a reporter for the Arsenal news, he spent the afternoon at London Colney, travelled direct from the airport. He has been allowed there while under strict medical supervision to put finishing touches on his move, having arrived from France this morning. Now, the thing is, the reason why there's such strict medical supervision is because he's coming from France, and they're one of the countries that if you're coming from there, you will need to self-isolate for 14 days. So what the Arsenal are trying to do is obviously try and get round, you know, this difficult, I know it's difficult, but they're trying to get round this awkward situation by trying to get his medical done, get him to sign so that we can do the announcement. I don't know whether they're going to do any videos or any promotional stuff or pictures. I have no idea. But then he will then have to go into quarantine for 2 weeks. And then, you know, after that, he'll be able to train with his Arsenal teammates. So he's going to miss a couple of games. But then we're not expecting him to start straight away, because he's going to have to bed himself in and get used to the whole English way of playing. So Gabriel looks like literally just on the verge now. We're just waiting for the announcement, and alongside that, you know, we're hearing that they want to make the announcement of Aubameyang as well, in terms of his new contract of £250,000 a week on a 3-year deal. Hopefully, those two news can be announced this week, and we have a lot of happy Arsenal supporters going into the week. So let's wait and see what happens there. Just hoping that, you know, we will have some good news come tomorrow or Wednesday. Right, let's move on quickly. Arsenal have also been boosted by the signing of the Thomas Partey alternative. You thought I was going to say Thomas Partey. We'd like to get Thomas Partey, but they're looking at an alternative, and that's the player from, I spoke about him before, Amadou Diawara from Roma, who Roma are willing to cash in on him. And I don't know, could he be an alternative to Thomas Partey? What do you think? He's going to obviously be much cheaper. I believe his valuation is at something like 18 million. You know, I think he's scored only something like, I think 3 goals in all competitions, made 30 plus appearances in all competitions. That's, you know, in the Europa League and also in the Italian league. You know, the Roma have been taken over by a guy called Dan Fredkin, who is an American billionaire, and obviously they're looking to buy a player from Chelsea, Jorginho. So that means that they're gonna want to get rid of Amadou Diawara, and they're willing to let him go. Not too sure what sort of price they would be willing to let him go. Could be anywhere from about 20 mil. There may be a possibility to do some sort of swap deal. Who knows? Torreira, Guendouzi, I don't know. But they're saying that he would be an alternative to Thomas Partey. Much cheaper option, younger as well. But would he be the person that you would want as an alternative to Thomas Partey? Or is it that we could go for both players? I know we need to, you know, we need to meet the buyout clause for Thomas Partey that's set currently at 50 million euros. You know, Atletico Madrid don't want no what is it they don't want? They don't want no swap deals, no installments. You know, it is what it is. The clause deal says, the release clause deal says, pay it, and then you can have your man. So Arsenal, that is the top of their priority. He is the top of their priority. But it seems as if, obviously, funds are hard to come by at this particular moment. Right, if we, you know, get the sale for Ainsley Maitland-Niles, that could go somewhere into going towards the Thomas Partey deal. But is it that Arsenal may look at an alternative because he's younger and has he got potential, or would you both Would you go for both of them? Has Arsenal got that sort of money to go for both of them? You know, I don't know. Tell me what you think in the comments. Would you prefer to go for both of them, or just go all out for Thomas Partey and try and get our attacking midfielder and then see where we go from there? Let me know in the comments with regards to that. Right, okay. Arsenal, some people seem to be in confusion. And I'm thinking, we've signed 2 players, and I'm thinking, who are they talking about? Now, they're talking about Cedric Soares and Pablo Mari, that we've signed them both on a permanent. Now, I thought back in June or early part of, I think, late May, June, that we'd already signed these players. But apparently what it is that Arsenal, because of the pandemic, had to extend their loan deals. And so therefore they couldn't then sign them because of the extension. It meant that they had to extend their loan deals because of the whole pandemic thing and the whole football season sort of going on longer than what it should have been. So now they've come out and announced today that they've permanently signed Cedric Soares and Pablo Mari on a permanent deal, both on a 4-year deal. And we all knew it all already, but it's just them now confirming that. Now, as I say, you know, Arsenal really need to start pushing forward now with regards to their transfer dealings now. All right, yes, we've got in Willian on a free. You know, obviously we've got Pablo and Suarez. We knew that already. We're on the verge of signing Gabriel Magalhaes, and also the announcement for is imminent with regards to Aubameyang. What now? We need to look and focus on Thomas Partey. He's now our main man. I know we talked about Amadou Diawara, but I would prefer Thomas Partey. He's 27 years old, 45 million buyout clause. Come on, Arsenal, you can do this. There is an awful, as I say, there's an awful lot of players that we have to get off our books. We've got something in the region of something like 9 central defenders. 9. Mavropanos is on loan to Strasbourg, I believe. And you've got Mustafi, who's injured. You've got Rob Holding. You've got Callum Chambers. You've got, obviously, William Saliba, who's on loan, who's come back from loan from St Etienne. I think I said David Luiz. Socrates, he's linked with a move to either Napoli or Roma. You know, we need to get a lot of these players off our books. Who are the players that you think, in terms of central defenders, that you think Arsenal? We know if we get Gabriel, it's going to be Gabriel Magalhaes and William Saliba. But in terms of who do we go with in the short term, because obviously these 2 players are going to be new to the Premier League. Who are the say 4 or 5 central defenders that you would like to keep, and who would you get rid of? Please put it in the comments. Let me know who you would get rid of and who you would like to keep. We know we're going to keep Magalhaes if we get him. We know we're going to keep William Saliba. Obviously, we're going to keep David Luiz. For the rest of them, who do you think we should let go, and who do you think that we should keep? Please let me know in the comments, and let's see where we go from here. Hopefully, we'll hear some great news come tomorrow that Gabriel has signed with Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, has signed the deal, and you know, we move forward. Thomas Partey is next. Listen, please like, subscribe, and share. Please put it around all your social medias. Let them know we're trying to grow this channel, and I'll see you next time on the next Transfer Daily. Take care.